Today, refreshed, we're leaving Port Lincoln and heading towards Crystal Brook, which is at the beginning of a wine country. But before that, we're stopping at Port Augusta for a barbecue with the Royal Flying Doctors, a chance to see some amazing planes and the amazing work they do.
Tony Blaine, he was a very close friend of mine. We did a lot of things together and we're great mates. We rode around Australia in 2010 together with Bill Bryce. So Bill and I are doing it today, or this time, but we're linking up with a Cannonball, of course. But we're doing it in memory of Tony, and if you notice tonight, I wore it last night, and next dinner we've got a commemorative t-shirt we've done to represent Tony and remember him on this run.
How's the boy going?
Good, look at him, he's fine and fit. He's been doing all his yoga in the morning, Fridays,
Aerobic classes.
all his vitamin tablets.
What? 1,000, 1,001, 1,002. With a fag in his hand.
Yeah, I know, yeah, he's really fit in there.
I need a 2 minutes to start time for very fast.
All good. Ready to go. Day 8.
Got the beard tied up, the bike's going well.
Yeah, the side stands up.
Have a good day.
Yeah, I hope so. Weather's good anyway.
Everybody take it easy. Up here, you're going to do a right turn. So take it nice and steady. Okay, don't back up too much.
Bolts come loose in the fuel tank, but I think the engine mounts might be loose too. It's just vibrating more than it was.
Another flat tyre. Not on this bike though, on the other bike.
Oh, right. Gee, that's a pain.
So that's what we're doing on the side of the road.
Just ridden in from Port Lincoln, come up the coast, and we're here at the Port Augusta base. Port Augusta is part of the South Australian or Central Flying Doctor Service. 3 aircraft based here, a transfer station and a tasking operations centre upstairs. So there's 27 bases around the country. We're known as of Australia's largest waiting room, and it all comes down to triage. So whichever is needed the most, not always the first, but the most, we'll go.
It was a great location for us to understand a little bit about what Royal Flying Doctors do and get up close to an aeroplane. And many of the riders had been along a very bumpy road, so there were some people who weren't able to quite make the barbecue, so to speak. But being able to stop there, everybody could regather, they could see what the Royal Flying Doctors was doing, and then we could head off as a group to our next destination.
Now, that's better
I don't
than
reckon
flying.
I've ever, well, you feel like you're flying. I've got an e-bike. I ride my e-bike to work. Yeah.
Cheese.
And I think I can safely say that if we do move on with future events, the Flying Doctors will be there at our sides.
morning of the run from Port Augusta to Port Pirie, Peter's bike wouldn't start, and he'd been having problems with the timing, and we thought a head gasket. And we thought, oh, that's a lot of bother. So we trailered the bike to Port Pirie, and Pete didn't get competition points for that day.
And I get this chuffing sound when I was kicking it. So anyway, again, over to Billy Bryce, my friend and mechanic friend who actually rebuilt the motor. And he said, I think you're blowing a head gasket, Pete.
It's been blowing out there. It's a sooty, different colour. I've wiped it with my finger, but
you could see it when it first came off.
Yeah. Well, I'm fortunate because a very good friend of mine owns Redgrave Motorcycles, and he gave me a big box of parts to suit U models, knuckleheads, J models, 45s.
You're shining shoes.
No, but you know what is good for shining your shoes? Castrol chain lube. The boys did it the other night before they went to the dinner, and they said, look at my shoes, they look like mine. And they goes, oh, I know what'll shine them up. Here's Pete.
Look at them, look, they're still.
What about bike shine?
Still holding up.
Replaced the head gasket on the bike, kicked it over again, it started, but then it was chuff, chuff, chuff. Billy's got his head over it, trying to find out what was wrong, and some air hit him in the face. That's when we realised we had a big crack in the head around the spark plug. Straight away then, I over to Cowboy's bike, out of the trailer. Half an hour later, we're back up and riding, and the bike made it the rest of the trip then with the head off a friend's bike, which is why I specifically rode that bike, because I did have the whole bike as a donor bike.